here we are back in Celestian Tales, the Old North. So between parts, I went back to Montcalm to go into that one room to see if the sparkly object was still there. It wasn't. I don't know what it was, how you get it, stuff like that. You may need a story in the party or something. I just hope it's something minor, because I don't really want to go back for it. But otherwise, we've arrived at a new place, the front lines. We can talk to people and get a feel for what's going on. After our first victory against the Enders, I thought we would win this war easily. Now I'm not so sure anymore. I fought the front lines for 2 hours. My arms are so tired they feel like liquid. Every time I close my eyes, I see the same things. A friend screaming for their lives, their blood splattering all over my helmet. I'm scared. I don't want to fight anymore. It is a hard time for us all. We'd like to purchase crystals. So we can actually buy bigger ones here from the look of it. But I'm good for now. Medical supplies are given to the wounded soldiers of Fireblade. I thought we'd had left would suffice, yet now I worry of its truth. My apologies, the infirmary is reserved for those with grave wounds. However, I'm able to tend thy wounds right here. Our enemies are much tougher and more ferocious than any we've ever faced. Thy wounds are cleansed, may Deus keep thy souls brave and thy minds clear. Can we go into the tents? Not that one, at least. And we have stores here. The Durandals left some of their supplies here, because they were too busy retreating. We're making use of these leftovers for the war, don't you think? So, yeah. As long as the upgrades are free for now, I may as well, I guess. As for the Arbalest, it only goes up 1. Huh. I think I might want to continue using the Lockbow for now, just beyond it. I don't know how the Pierce works. That just ignores enemy defense, so it actually has like a real power of 42. But I have a chance of taking out buffs, which is a bit nice. 25% chance to inflict poison just by attacking. Crit damage up. Bigger health reduction. This... Worst come to worst, I can fall back to the other weapons, I guess. More defense. Yeah, that composite bow is just flat out better now. If I can do this much in a camp like this, my skills might be better than I expected myself. So, Reed's hit points are tied with Elian for lowest. Ouch. We numbered more than the Enders did, but those monsters are tireless beasts. By the time we were thinned to half, their ranks seemed to be undiminished. How can we now lose hope against enemies like that? And thus begins trench warfare. Iron plate. Ugh. No, no. Just no. My sister and I fought side by side at the front lines. When Ender swung his axe at me from the side, she shielded me from it. Thanks to her I can keep my life, but she's still fighting for hers in the infirmary. The Enders hit like bricks. 3 hits and chances are your face is on the ground. While it may take longer, you'll find defending to be a very viable course of action. Trust me, I learned it the hard way. With all 3 sacred swords present in this battle, there's no way we can lose. However, as Lord Severin isn't the true wielder of the Garo, we may not have its full strength. If only Lord Levant is here with us. So, who's this? It's not our spot. Well, let's go in here and see what happens. Nothing. Well, that was anticlimactic. How about up here, then? Scene or auto-death? Fill in the ranks, don't give them any space. Where's a phalanx when you need one? Knights these days, they get tired just after fighting for an hour or two. In the old days, we used to be fighting all day long and then some. Percival, look out. Huh, I need your help. You thought I could handle that myself? You're too fat to move quickly. What'd you say, Shorty? Shut up, you two. Here they come again. No rest for the wicked, is there? Bring it on, monsters. Things aren't looking good. We're barely holding them off. Even those three heroes are having a hard time. What are these birds made of? If we fight these monsters on foot, we'll die in no time. Speaking of heroes, I don't see Lady Durandal anywhere. Now that you mention it. I hope that's not as loud for you guys as it is for me. True, only 2 among 3 sacred swords are present. To said in the Book of Lore is that the 3 swords resonate to each other's powers. Then if one of them isn't here, both the Guru and the Faith Keeper would not be at their most optimal strength. We can't be the only ones who notice this. Why hasn't anyone... Please move aside. I have an important message for General Severin. General Severin. Take a breath. What is it, runner? I bring news from the infirmary, sir. Percival and I will handle the front lines for a while. Leave it to us. Are you sure? Leave your post for a while, Sev. You've earned it. While you're gone, we'll probably defend this crevasse better than you did. Don't worry about us, dear. Now hurry. Go and see how she's doing. Thank you. This way, sir. What was that? Must not be anything nice if it's the infirmary they were talking about. Agreed. Perhaps we go there and see what aid we can offer the general. A solid idea. Let's go. So if I remember, he's been widowed, so it's not like he's going to be a father. Is his daughter here? Does he have a daughter? I know he has the idiot's son, Lupin. I can't do it, Lord General. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but you're asking the impossible. Is something the matter, Lord General? Nothing's happening here, squires. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll just... Lee is sure that wasn't nothing, but why must Sir Artur lie? Did we interrupt something important, General? Perhaps I was being too hard on that boy. Can I trust you to bring him back here, squires? His presence is needed here. We can't afford having him break down right now. Yes, General. He's having a hard time right now. Do, try to give him some space. However, personal emotion should be put below the needs of the army. If he refuses to cooperate, you can force him, however you deem necessary. Your uncle can be very, very scary sometimes, Lucien. A leader will have to make difficult decisions, Lee, including this one. That's the kind of burden Lord Uncle carries on his shoulder. All this time, I thought leading means being the best fighter in the pack. Clearly, I'm still a cut far different than the Ravager. That aside, I am piqued about Lord Arthur's behavior. A coward he may be, but this was unusually blatant. I have a deduction, but that can come at a later time. Agreed. Let's just hurry and find him before we lose the man for good. And they're back and covering the infirmary tent. So is he still in the camp, or did he flat out leave? We can't go past that point. Guess he's gone. Wonder if he went down that path that was sealed by the fallen tree. Just gotta remember where that was. So it's not at the very beginning, it's not at the very end, it's somewhere in the freaking middle. No, not there. Looks like there's nothing waiting for us in the trees this time. And was this place always this big? Aha. There he is. Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to go back there. But everyone else needs you, Sir Arthur. Why wouldn't you want to help them out? Need me? They don't need me. They don't even want me. What they do need is a new bearer for the sacred sword Durandal. People need a warrior, not a cowardly bard that just happens to be born in a wrong family. Wait, Sir Arthur, are you implying Lady Durandal has passed away, hasn't she? And that ping is confirmation. We offer our condolences, Lord Durandal. No, please, don't call me that. Alas, thou art the next in line for the seat of Farblade, my lord. Unfitting as it may be, the burden of wielding the Durandal has fallen onto thee. What do you think people will say when a useless bard like me wields the sacred sword? I can't even hold it properly. How am I supposed to swing it around? It doesn't matter now, does it? Yes, you might have never wanted all this, but now they're your responsibility. There are people out there risking their lives, believing they can win. You may be a coward, but betraying your own people like this, it's such a lowly deed. I'm not my sister Squires. Everyone is different. You can't expect me to be a warlord like what Lilo was. All I wanted is just to play my instruments and travel. Leading armies, risking my life in wars, they're far from my calling. I'm sorry, Squires. I'm just not the right person to take my sister's position. Please, just tell Lord Severin of my apologies. I may not be useful in the battlefield, but let me play something to lift your spirits up. Okay, we have him surrounded. Get him. It's the least a cowardly Durandal like me can do. He's gonna call those damn things here again, isn't he? I have to admit, Sir Archer, thou doth have talent with the string. It's no talent, Squire. I merely train more than most people. Perhaps you can apply the same mindset to sword's play, Sir Archer. What is it, Lee? Do you sense something? Yes, and it's quickly coming here. How did I freaking know? Another Ender ambush. You really have a knack on luring them here, don't you, my lord? Break that damn harbor, shove it somewhere very inappropriate. You saw me, I didn't do anything. Save the chit-chats for later. Run to your weapons. Let's pop Battlefield Tyrant to get things started. I don't know the HP total on this guy, and I probably should have defended with Arya. Okay, if he's guarding, I'm guarding, because I have a feeling a big attack is coming out. Chilling touch. Well, shit. Yeah, I probably need Camille here for the, potential to take out status effects. Good crit, 600 damage, flurry. That kinda hurt. And I need to renew Battlefield Tyrant. Pointed thrust, let's get that poison ticking. 900 damage crit. Whoa! 80, Ring of Aptitude, Magenta Crystal. All in all, this one was more balanced than the crap I had to put in with that freaking basement. Unless 2 more of them are gonna spawn, in which case all bets are off. Like before, it seems like they were drawn to the music. And once again, the ender didn't even touch the one who played it. So we got a Pied Piper thing going on. Is there something with that instrument of yours, Lord Durandal? No, of course not. It's just a common lyre I bought from the Outer Realms. Music, wait, that may be it. Lord Durandal, you must come with us back to the war camp at once. Didn't I make it clear? I can't wield a sword, much less the Durandal. People don't need a musician, they need a warrior, and I'm not it. So we're going to do the Minmay attack from Robotech, aren't we? Actually, Lord Durandal, I think it's exactly the other way around. You mean, we need him because he can't fight? That can't be right. Maybe I just heard you wrong. Not because Lord Durandal can't fight, because he's a musician. Lee doesn't really get it. I believe most of us will merit from elaboration, Camille. Sorry, I got a little carried away. Do all of you still remember the ambush in the war camp? I remember that also happened right when Lord Durandal was playing the lyre. And on both occasions he was unhurt. How luck stays on his side. And is that actually how you spell occasion? Looks a little wrong to me, but I so rarely use the word I don't know. Indeed, and do you remember the scene we saw at Mount Calm? Was it the one where they chant heathen prayers? Heathen faith. Well, yes, if that's what you'll call it. At least the chanting part is right. Looking back at our encounters with them, I think the World Enders are complex. At least more complex than just a mindless race bent on destroying everything on their path. I believe they understand some higher concepts, such as music. Not only that they understand it, I believe they also worship it. Those barbaric monsters understand music? This isn't the right time to be joking, Camille. Wait, Renard, let her finish. I agree, this is a very interesting thought, even if not yet proven true. Can you continue explaining, Squire? I understand how absurd this might sound, but let's look back for a moment. We saw them from the needle. Didn't you say they sound terrifyingly? Yes. Lee felt like every time they shout, her heart shakes with fear. Then at Mount Calm we witnessed a scene where they performed a chanting. A heathen chanting, I insist. We can't exactly be sure of what they spoke of, but very well. And then they ambushed us twice, both when Lord Durandal was playing, where he gets lucky twice. No, I don't think it was luck. Every time we saw those Enders, there's a red-clothed one among them. He bears no weapons, yet leads the other Enders as they march and chant. Musicians. Yes, Isaac. I believe in their eyes Lord Durandal resembles that red-clothed Ender. My prediction is that they regard musicians as holy men or something along those lines. That's why even if they regard Lord Durandal as an enemy, they did not attack him. If you connect the dots like that, it does make sense. But are we sure we're not just imagining things? Well, worst come to worst, it's just Arthur who dies, no real loss. Even if it's true, then what? Are we saying Lord Durandal to play his lyre and hope the Enders fall like flies? No, Renard, we won't try to kill them. We'll try talking. I thought your suggestion about them understanding music was absurd, Camille. However, this one sounds as far-fetched as it could be. But Lee agrees with Camille. They may look scary and they might have done some terrible things. That's also how elves see humans when they first came to the realm. That was a very different matter, Ilian. No, it wasn't. It wasn't any different at all. Back when humans first came to this place, they killed so many animals, cut down so many trees. They trampled over the land as if it belonged to them and drove many creatures away from their homes, their rightful homes. There was really nothing different at all. Humans are truly alike to these Enders we're fighting against. Lee's mother once thought that all humans are barbaric creatures, but now, after being with them, Lee understands that it wasn't like that. If elves and humans can live together, shouldn't we try it with the Enders as well? You do have a point, little half-elf squire. Very well, if diplomacy and not violence is what you're going for, I'll come with you. It's a big gamble we're taking here. Does anyone have a better idea? You're not suggesting us to charge headlong into their ranks, Renard. Even I know that'd be suicidal. I guess we'll roll with what we have, then. By the time we get back, I hope you'd have the words to say to Lord Severin, Miss Camille. Me, but He can be scary at times, but this is your idea. You should be the one saying it. Alright, let's get going now. So, yeah, let's prepare for a midway attack. Now I just gotta find my way back to the mountains. Oh, come on. You didn't see anything? Look away, nothing to see here? Okay, wrong way. I wonder if this was the log that we could... Yeah, this log seems to have been moved just recently. So that explains that. Mystery solved. Here, I think. Yes, we are. I think I need to have a short talk with Lord Severin for a moment. There's some bad blood that needs to be sorted out first. I'll be in the LaRue command headquarters. Meet us there when you're ready to move on with the plan. Okay, it's been 22 minutes. This is a good place to put a break. Worst come to worst, if something major happens, well, if something minor happens, I can just splice it in. If something major happens, it'll be its own video. Everyone wins. So until next time, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.